Hello and welcome to this episode of Q&A with the Hombre. Hope you guys are having a great Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Had some good tequila in your adventures this weekend. Well, I'd like to welcome you guys all to the Q&A. Now, for those of you that are newer here to this, I wanted to let you know that there is an option if you want to support the channel. If you look below the chat on YouTube, there is a $, and if you click on that, you can do a super chat, which helps fund the channel. You pick however much you'd like to donate or to pay, and then type your message in, and your message will not only stay longer on the YouTube chat, but it also will get priority here from me as well, because I do appreciate your guys supporting the channel like you do, and that's why I do this, because I do this for you guys, and I love that you guys support the channel and help me out with so I can keep doing it. All right, so let's we already have some questions up here. Solo Traveler Off the Beaten Path says, I was wondering your opinion on Tapatio Blanco. I have never been much of a Blanco guy, but so many people have recommended it to me and say it's incredible. Is it worth the price? Yeah, well, Tapatio Blanco isn't really that expensive, and it's definitely worth the price. I buy it all the time, although I like the 110 Blanco. That's the one that I prefer. With this, it's just so you know, I mean, Blancos have different flavors and stuff to them. If you don't mind, like peppers, like jalapeno peppers, or bell peppers, it's kind of got a peppery, taste to it. So it's very grassy and green. But it's very good for a Blanco. And there's other Blancos I'd recommend if you're just looking for a regular Blanco over it, as far as the flavor profiles go, for people that aren't Blanco people, because it does tend to be on the grassy side, and some people don't like the grassiness, don't like the vegetalness, the peppery part of it. So you can basically wonder if that's for you or not. So I would pick up a bottle. It's not that expensive as far as Blancos go. I'd go for the 110 because it really has a lot more flavor to it than the 40%. So, and I enjoy it. I just keep a bottle around. It's not that bad. Hey, Stephen Ells, thank you for making it. I'm glad you could make it this one today. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your supporting the channel, watching and commenting like you do. So welcome. Glad you can make it. Matthew Nagy says, have you been to Mexico? Any tequila only available when traveling there? Yeah. And I've told other people this before too. The Reserva de Gonzales is the one that I look for the most whenever I go to Mexico. That's only available in Mexico right now. It's not available in the US. And every time I go, I always pick up the Blanco, the Repo. I pick up the whole line because it's solid. I really like the anejo and the extra anejo too, and it's not that expensive. And so whenever time I go to Mexico, I always grab a couple bottles of each and bring them back with me, because then I know I'm not going to be able to get any more until I go back to Mexico. So Reserva de Gonzales is a really good one. Beautiful flavor profile to it. I enjoy it a lot, and I recommend it to anybody that's going that wants something that's available only in Mexico. All right. Again, you guys, welcome. There's a whole bunch of more people that have joined. If you're somebody that's new to the Q&A and haven't been here before, if you'd like to support the channel, it's much appreciated. And then when you can click on the $sign below the chat box, and you can do a super chat or stickers, and you pick however much you want to do, and the money goes to help support the channel. And then when you do this, your comment or question gets priority for me, and then also will remain longer on the chat box there on YouTube, so more people can see it, and you can comment or question. And as soon as I see a super chat question come on, that's the first one I go to and address. So you do get priority for it, and I appreciate you supporting the channel when you do it. So just wanted to give everybody a heads up on that. Happy birthday! Thank you. Oh, great. First time it's agave. Oh yeah, El Tesoro Blanco is very good. If you guys weren't here for the Q&A last Monday, it was our second anniversary. We were very excited to make it 2 years, and we plan on keep going longer. So, and I hope you guys enjoyed the reviews that I posted too this week. We did the Cascaween anejo, which is really good, and we did the Bandero Blanco since the last Q&A. Both of them I really enjoyed. So hopefully you guys will check out those reviews and see if it's something that sounds like you would enjoy. And if so, pick them up. All right. Hey, Tequila Hombre, I just wanted to know, what tequila should I go for? Don Fulano Imperial Extra Anejo. It's $185 at my liquor store. Or Ray Salt Extra Anejo. It's $240. They both sound really good. Thanks. If I had to choose between the two of them, Ray Salt is my baby. As people here that are with the channel a lot know, when I drink Ray Salt,
it makes me sound so sexy. Yeah, it is a fantastic extra anejo. It makes me sing, and it makes me want to make love to it because it's so good.
So yeah, I recommend Ray Salt Extra Anejo. That is my top French oak aged tequila, and the key to that one, and with the most French oak aged, let it sit in your glass for a little bit. Don't drink it so fast, and let it, because when it sits in your glass, the longer it sits in your glass, the more it changes the flavor profile, and it just keeps getting better and better and better with every sip. I love it. And the bottle itself too is a piece of art. It's from Sergio Bustamante, Mexican artist, and it's 100% lead-free crystal. Beautiful. It can be used as a nice decanter. We actually keep them on the mantle down in our family room as a display piece because they're so beautiful. So yeah, I would recommend the Ray Salt between the two of those. That's the one I would personally go for. Hey JP, you found El Tesoro Anejo at Costco for $35 this weekend. Yeah, I know, Costco, right? I did too. Yeah, I picked up a couple bottles of it. It was $40.99, and then if you bought 2 bottles, they took $5 off each bottle, so it was $35.99. So I got 2 picked up. So I ended up, picking up quite a few. I got like probably a case 6 or so of them that I picked up because effective, and I've told you guys this before, effective May 1st, we'll see the price increase here in Southern California. It's already hit some other parts of the country where the whole line of El Tesoro is going to get more expensive. So if you got places that are selling it cheap now, go stock up because, and you like to drink it, of course, go stock up because the price will be going up in your area, especially here, California. I know our date's May 1st. So stock up on the El Tesoro before May 1st, and you won't have to deal with the price increase. Oh, hey, great. Yeah, the Ray Salt's great. And just, make sure you have your girlfriend or your wife around because when you take a sip, you go,
oh, baby, I love this. I am feeling so good right now. I just want to make love to you. Oh, yeah.
And then she will buy you more. Have you done a review of the noodle line? No, I have not yet. I do have some bottles to review that I picked up, but I will. I'll try to get to reviewing it. I'm hoping that they'll send me some stuff to review because I don't know which ones do I have. I think I just have the Blanco and the Repo, but I'd like to get the Anejo and stuff. So if Nuda guys, if you're listening and you want to send some bottles, I'd love to do a review for you. And if it's good, encourage people to buy it. So there you go. So I haven't reviewed it yet, Garrett. But I'll try to get it going. Okay. All right. So, God, this week, crazy guys. The Cascanes Extra Anejo shipped, and people that bought it so far, the comments from everybody is that it is fantastic. See, I didn't lie to you. It's fantastic. It is the best American oak aged extra anejo I have ever tasted. And a lot of people are agreeing with me, which is great. I love that. They're like, oh yeah, we thought we were overhyping it, or we thought you were, just overly excited about it, well, you know, if they know me, they know that's not the case. I don't get overexcited about something unless it's really, really, really good. Hey, Ron Fiero, thank you so much for the sticker, for the $3 super sticker. I appreciate it. Pair character punching in the written on his. Oh wow, that's kind of a neat description of the little character that you picked. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys doing the super stickers and the super chats. So thank you so much. Okay. So yeah, the Cascaween Extra Anejo landed and people are loving it. We still have some bottles left. Just remember, once it's gone, it's gone. So if you're interested in getting one of those, yeah, it is $499.99. So it's not cheap, but there's only 180 bottles of it. And once those 180 bottles are gone, it's gone for good. You'll never see it again. They are going to do an Extra Anejo, but it's going to be blended barrels. This is a single barrel and it's 100 proof, and you can't even tell it's 100 proof when you're sipping on it. So it's really, really good. So if you're somebody who really likes good Extra Añejos and you like special tequila, this is one that is a must-have for you. Yeah, I don't make any money on this. You buy it directly from Cascaween, but it's a special tequila, and for those people that like special stuff, I want to let you know about it and let you know that it's not going to be around forever. So. All right, JP, are you going to think a meeting John at all? Are you going to thinking of meeting with John Bollinger at all? Yeah, I don't know. It all depends. If he's in Mexico when I go, maybe. I know I'll be hanging out with Sergio Cruz. I know John because I did review Yayo, and I've messaged with him, but and he sends me PMs every once in a while with him and Sergio partying. But I don't know if he's there in Mexico when I'm there. You know, probably we'll meet up with him when I go to 1414, hopefully, to see Sergio. And I know Sergio wants to hang out for a while, so I will be with him. Sergio Cruz from 1414, the master distiller there. So yeah, if he's there, I will. Hey, Stephen L., thank you so much for the super chat. The Cascaween is indeed fantastic. Oh, nice. So you did, like, I know you did comment that you liked it. I saw that your post, so I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Oh, it's Ocho. Okay, you're sipping on some Ocho, not Echo. Okay, I was going, what's Echo? I don't. Yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I've gotten a lot of really great feedback from people saying that it is phenomenal. So, yeah, I'm glad. I love it when I hear people hear back from people that that they're enjoying it and that, you know, they're not disgusted by it or something, because then I need to recalibrate my taste buds and make sure I get stuff right for people. All right, Ubaldo, hey Ubaldo, how you doing, buddy? Hey Hombre, do you think Hoven tequila will ever catch on? I see bottles on the shelf every now and then, but I haven't tasted any yet. Yeah, there's people that like Hovens. I don't know if it'll ever catch on or not. It's, you know, Hoven's just basically a Blanco and an aged expression mixed together. So you take a batch of Blanco and you take something from a barrel and you blend it together, and it makes a Hoven. So I don't know. I mean, there's some Hovens that people really like. I know Casa Noble has one that people really like. But yeah, you know, it all depends. I mean, it's going to be just like any other expression, I guess. I don't think it's going to be super popular where everyone's going to be running around looking for Hovens. Not any more than they look for reposados or añejos or extra añejos at this time, or blancos. Hopefully, you know, cristalinos will kind of go away because you guys know how I feel about cristalinos. I'd rather see people liking Hovens more than cristalinos. So I don't know. We'll see. You never know what people like and what people don't like. I'm hoping that, you know, the channel and the things that we do on the Tequila Talk group and in Facebook can help steer people away from stuff like cristalinos, and we can move on to more natural full flavored stuff instead of gimmicky marketing stuff that some of these companies may be trying to think up. Like next thing you know, it'll be a pre-bottled tequila and clam sauce tomato mix of tequila clamato, you know, thing or something. And I know people do love the clamato, and they love having a beer with clamato in it. And but you know, I don't want to see tequila with clamato or anything like that. I know there's the canned seltzer tequila beverages are big right now, or there's more and more of those coming out. I do see an increase in the pre-canned margaritas and stuff too, which I haven't really tried yet, but I'm interested in trying some and seeing if they can hold up at all, or what kind of tequila they're using in them, or what it tastes like. I like margaritas made with fresh, you know, fruit juice and good tequila. I don't buy stuff for mixing, you know, a lower quality for mixing, and then you know, any syrups or anything. Instead, El Tesoro is my well tequila. That's when I use for when I make mixed drinks for myself or my wife, like palomas or margaritas. I use El Tesoro Blanco or Repo. I use Pueblo Viejo Repo too for palomas, which is great. I even use Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's brand is surprisingly good for $19.99. I enjoy those quite a bit, and I'll use those for mixing, and I'll even sip them. I've got the Trader Joe's, all three expressions of Trader Joe's on the shelf here that I enjoy sipping, because I think for $19.99 for the Blanco and the Repo, and what is it, $22.99 I think for the Anejo, it's not bad. It's good. It's very, very good tasting. So if you guys haven't tried the Trader Joe tequilas, try them. They're good. They're really good. I'm surprised. All right, Ramos D87. Hey, hombre, have you seen the new Pasote bottles? I didn't realize that Felipe changed the bottle until recently. Felipe didn't change the bottle. There's a big misconception that people have about Pasote. Felipe doesn't own the brand. It's not his. It's a contract brand. It's the only full contract brand that he does. Three Guys Mixology owns, or three Badge Mixology owns Pasote. They own it straight out. They just contract with Felipe to make it. So three Badge Mixology changed the labels on it. I actually like the new labels better because it's easier to tell what expression is what. The Pasote sticks out more than being silk screened on the bottle in white. So I actually enjoy that. I think that bottle is, the newer bottles are actually better than the old bottles. So I think it's an improvement. So I'm okay with those. Ubaldo, thanks for the super chat. I agree with your views. Cristalino, stick with Blancos, Repos, Viejos, and awesome. Yes. Cristalinos are just a gag thing. You know, and it's funny because I was, excuse me, nose itching. Excuse me for a second here. I was sitting with a master distiller, and I was talking to him, and I was like, so what is the deal with the Cristalinos? Where'd they come from? You know, why did they come about? And he said, well, you know, the reason why they came about was because people in Mexico look for something that is like luxurious that they can bring to a family get together or a party, where people are like, ooh, look what he bought. That's luxurious. It's, you know, and so the filtering and calling it a Cristalino created that illusion that it is a luxurious tequila to bring. And so it was originally catered or made just for Mexico, the Mexican market. But it ended up, you know, they ended up sending it to the US. And so people in the US aren't necessarily sure what it is, and they think it's a Blanco, and they're like, wow, this is the best tasting white tequila I've ever had, not knowing that it was an anejo or extra anejo or reposado that was run through a carbon filter to filter the color out and most of the flavoring, and all you're getting is like Zima, you know, or what is it, a Pepsi Clear, you know, where they just filtered the color out and most of the flavor's gone too. You just get a little flavor. It's very light. It's easy to drink because most of the stuff is filtered out of it. So yeah, you can get drunk on it, and but the flavor profile is very muted. It's very mild. It's just not what tequila is all about. There's nothing about Mexico that is muted and mild if you've ever been there. It is very robust, very colorful, very passionate country. The people there are fantastic. They're welcoming. And so I look for the same thing in a tequila. I want a tequila that's going to be welcoming, full of spice and flavor and beautifulness, like the people of Mexico, and full of personality. Because I think, that's what really makes a good tequila. Something that takes you on a little bit of a journey when you drink it, not something that you slam down as fast as you can to get drunk. There's so much good tequila out there that a lot of people don't know about. I say spend your money on looking for stuff like that versus buying something gimmicky like a Cristalino. All right, but thanks again, Ubaldo. I appreciate the super chat, buddy. I love you. You're part of my family. That's it. I didn't know that. Yeah, there you go. You learn something new every stream. Yeah, Felipe doesn't own Pasote. It's owned by Three Badge Mixology. Yeah, they own it. The same people that own Bozal, the mezcal. They own that brand too. They actually were trying. Last time I was in Mexico, they were trying to sell Pasote. They're trying to get $7 million for it, but they weren't very successful. But I'm sure that they're gonna try to look to sell it again sometime soon, probably. It's a good brand. It's a shame, but G4 and Pasote are so close to each other flavor wise. It's just it's the mix 50-50 versus 60-40 with rain and spring water. So, but I love all the brands out there. The Volan's brand, they I think it's 25% is what Felipe owns. If you look at the live stream that he was on for Happy Hour with the Hombre, he told us how much of Volan's that he owns, but the rest of them, he owns Full Out, he owns Terralta, he owns G4, and then the Pasote is the only one he doesn't own full or own any of. Had Tequila Ocho Plata 2020 La Loma, and wow, you got to try it, Mark. So good. I also get a lot of insider information that Felipe is working on something special. Have you heard anything? Yeah, actually I have. And he actually talked about it on the live stream. Go back and watch the Happy Hour with the Hombre with Felipe. He talks about it. Yeah, he's got he's playing with some French oak barrels now, and he also installed a wooden fermenter that he's playing with too. When I go in August, I'm supposed to be able to sample some of this stuff and give him my opinion on stuff that he's got as to what I think about it. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'll be, you guys, when I'm there in Mexico in August, I'm going to be trying to do live streams depending on what the internet connection's like. When I'm with some of these master distillers, I'll try to go live with them so you guys can see them and talk to them and comment to them and stuff. And if not, I'm going to do a lot of recording, a lot of pictures and stuff, and I'll put together some videos so you guys can see the distilleries, and we can give you some live updates on some interesting things that are happening there, and keep you guys informed, and you can get to meet the master distillers and stuff on a live stream or whatever. Do Carlos and Felipe get along? Depends on how you describe getting along. They're I don't really want to get into the relationship. Just say, it's like any normal brothers. They I think they exist with each other. There's been some things in the past that that where they're not the closest, but they're brothers and they're family and they do love each other, and I think that's the important thing. It's their personal business, and I don't really think it's wise for any of us to get involved in it. So I'm just gonna refrain from commenting. So That's why when the live feed was happening, we didn't address any of those questions that popped up because it's none of our business. And we're here to talk about tequila and not about families and their relationships. I think we should be respectful on that. All right. Is there any reason why Fuente Seca seems so expensive across the board on all their expressions? I don't think it's that, well, I don't think it's that expensive for what you get. You know, the Coseca is high proof, small batch, and, you know, once it's gone kind of thing. Same with all their expressions. You know, and then they're aged for a long time. Like they're 8 years, 7 years. You know, those are going to be more expensive because they're small batch and they're aged for a long time. So it takes a long time for them to happen. And then, you know, they use all their own agave. So all the agave that they're getting, they're not buying bulk agave that's 5 years old, you know, 6 years old. They're using their own agave that's 8, 9, 10 years old. So it's going to be super ripe. Lots of good sugars, lots of good flavors in it. Everything Enrique does is good, and you know, they have their own agave plantation, their own farm that they harvest their agave from, so you can't go wrong with it. So I think it's just because you're paying for quality and you're paying for time. You know, it's not like they can just quickly whip up a batch of the Cosecha 2018. It's they come out with the allotment, and then once it's completely gone, it's gone. That's why you don't see any of the 2013 around anymore. And they came out with the 2018 now because that's the whole field and they did the whole batch and now it's done. Once it sells out, it sells out. All right. What's your opinion of Lapis? I think it's good. I'll do a review. I have a couple bottles of Lapis here. I'll do reviews on them. I've had it before and I enjoyed it. I don't think it's one of the better brands to come out of 1146. I think my favorite brand out of 1146, I mean, for the money and stuff, Pura Sangre, and Pura Sangre. It's really good. The Fuerte Blanco, and I keep telling you guys this, the Fuerte Blanco, a high proof Blanco for $39.99 is superb. It's fantastic. I got 2 or 3 bottles over here and I sip that stuff all the time. And then I'll be doing reviews of their aged expressions, so look for those videos coming up. But it's French oak, you know, no column still use for these. If I had to choose between Don Fulano and Pura Sangre, it would be Pura Sangre for me. All right, next, this is what's your top 3 economical tequilas right now. Oh, yes, you guys in your top 3s, you know, top 3 economical being budget, like cheap, like how cheap are you talking? If I was to pick tequilas that are inexpensive to buy, which ones would I buy? I'm really fond, and everyone knows me knows this and follows me on YouTube and stuff knows this too. The Sangre Alteña is my brand. It's not my brand that I own it, but that's my budget brand that I really love because it's a budget brand that doesn't taste like a budget brand. So I know we sold a ton of it because I was able to arrange for the importer to who had a bunch of it without really putting it out in the marketplace to arrange a place to sell it. We got it on Fermented Still now. For the price, for $19.99, it's fantastic for the Blanco and the Repo. And the Anejo for $29.99 is fantastic. You can't beat it for the price. So that's what I would recommend. You want to try a really good, and I fell in love with this tequila in Mexico because before you could only get it in Mexico. You can't really find it a lot of places now. It's only Fermented Still. We were like one of the only places that have it, and we have an allotment. And so it's really good quality, and it's inexpensive for $19. Yeah, sure. There's Arete, which is good too. If you want the Arete Blanco and stuff, you can get that cheap. Cascaween Blanco is good, cheap. But, you know, when you get up to, like, people were complaining and moaning with the Cascaween, you know, there was a lot of the...
I don't know why it's so expensive to buy the Repo and the Anejo when it's cheap for the Blanco. So I don't think that it's reasonably priced because it's so much more expensive for the Repo and Anejo. And it, you know, it should be like it's $20 for the Blanco. It should be like $25 for the Repo and $30 for the Anejo.
You know, and stuff like that. The Reposado and the Añejo from Cascaween is good. And the price that they're selling it for is, they're right in the right spot for where it should be quality wise. But a lot of people were complaining because the Blanco is so inexpensive. And so, yeah, so the Blanco's a good budget option at $22 or whatever for Cascaween. You know, there's all kinds of stuff that you can find cheap, but whether it's something that I would sip on, no. Altos is okay. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of them. I think it's good. I think if you're looking for something cheap and it's on sale at the grocery store, buy it. You know, it's good. I'd rather see people buying that than Cuervo or Cazadores, you know, but it's not something for me that I find where I want to keep it on stock and sip it all the time. The Sangre Alteña is one that I think is the best budget brand. You know, Espinita is good too, which it's more expensive than the Sangre Alteña. And I even have the guy from Espinita messaging me going, how are they able to sell it so cheap? I'm like, dude, I don't know. You know, I don't know if he's worried or what, that his isn't the cheapest tequila anymore, but you know, Espinita is good too in the, you know, budget category. But the Sangre Alteña is my thing. That's the one I've stock up on. I have I bought a bunch of the Añejo because, you know, there's rumors that the distillery is going to be moving up in the price on it, to the point where it's going to be like $55 or something. And I want to make sure I have plenty of it when that happens, if it happens. So we'll see. We'll have to see. Okay. What is this? Trader Joe's tequila and mezcal. No, just tequila. I haven't seen their mezcal, so I won't comment on their mezcal. But the tequilas, their Blanco, Repo, and Añejo are good. I enjoy those. Here in Ontario, Canada, the selection is very modest indeed. Yeah, you know, I've heard people say that. But I also know people in Canada that are getting good stuff, and it's just a matter of, you know, how much you want it. You can walk to your local grocery store here or your local liquor store, and there's nothing. It's just a bunch of crap. It's Cuervo, it's Cazadores, it's Sauza, it's, you know, Hornitos, it's El Jimador and stuff, just like what you see on the shelves there in Canada. But, you know, if I make an hour trip, I can go to a store that has a good selection, or if I make a 45-minute trip or a half an hour trip, I can find other stores that have decent selections. It's kind of the same in Canada now. I know guys there that are ordering stuff from other provinces. They're ordering stuff from Calgary, from Alberta, you know, they're ordering stuff from BC, and they're having it shipped. They'll ship across provinces. So you can find, I know friends in Canada up there that are in my group that are drinking. They have the Cascaween Repo and the Añejo and the Blanco. They're sipping Tapatio. They're sipping El Tequilino. They've got all kinds of good stuff up there that they're sipping, but you know, they have to work for it. They have to order it because it's not readily available. You can't just walk into the liquor store and buy it. And it's the same down here too. I'm in California. You can't just walk into any liquor store and find the good stuff. You have to go to certain stores or find certain stores that carry the better stuff. And so it's also, it's work, but it's a matter of how badly you want it. And so I want to see more people in Canada, instead of saying, oh, well, you know, the selection's slim here in my local store, jump on the internet and order some from another province, because there's good stuff. Fortalezas in Canada, there's good stuff up there. You just have to order it from a different province if you want it, or travel to another province and buy it, you know. Okay, got my Fortaleza Anejo today from Ferment. Oh, there you go. All right, good. Thank you so much. Appreciate you supporting the store. We do. I try to find some really good stuff for everybody there and keep it stocked with good stuff. So I'm glad you got that, and hopefully you enjoy your bottle. We do a lot of. I'm adding a lot of stuff. Matter of fact, today we just did. I was able to pull some strings and get some more of the 15th anniversary Siembra Azul Reposado. I got 3 cases worth and it sold out in half an hour. So things go quick, you know. So if you're interested in finding some good stuff and want to order from Ferment and Still, just keep an eye on things. Keep an eye on the Facebook page too, because we do post new stuff that we're getting on the Facebook page. So all right, what is Tony Tapia Santo Tequila from Guy Fieri. Thoughts on that? I like it. It's my favorite celebrity tequila brand out there. I haven't tried the Reposado yet. It's on my list of something to try. I know some people there. They said they were going to send me a bottle to do a review, so I'm hoping that one shows up. But I like the Santo Fino Blanco. If you look at my review on the channel, it is my favorite celebrity Blanco at this point that I've tried. So yeah, if you're thinking about trying it, pick it up. Yeah. And I'm sure the Reposados could be good. The guy that makes it, Edward Nunez, does good work. His family's been making good tequila for a while. And so, I don't think it's going to be bad. So I'm looking forward to tasting it, and seeing what that's all about. I'll probably be visiting with Eduardo when I go, to Mexico in August. I'm visiting 9 distilleries in 11 days, I think it is. So it's going to be a busy trip, and we'll have a lot of information for you guys. So it'll be lots of good stuff posted here. A friend of mine gifted it to me from. Oh, very nice. It's a very nice birthday present. Did you say thank you? Hopefully you said thank you. And it is a good tequila. So you enjoy it. Sip it. Don't shoot it. No lime, no salt, none of that stuff needed. Pour it in a nice glass and just sip it and enjoy it, because it's got some good flavor to it. All right. JP says, are you going to do a review on Don Pilar XA? Eventually, yeah. It's, when I get it, I'll do it. It's expensive. You know, these things are all expensive. So I'm trying to get as much stuff done as I can. But you know, the Don Pilar XA is like $160, I think now, unless I can find it at Costco. So once I get it, I'll do it. I've got some other Don Pilar expressions that I still need to do reviews on too. So we're going to get to cranking these reviews out. I did 2 this week already. I've got more that I'm going to do this next week. So we'll be cranking stuff out for you guys. Don't worry. Have you tried number 1? I've heard good things about it from others, but haven't yet heard your take on it. I haven't, but I've got reviews planned for that one too. I think I did taste the añejo, and it was okay. It wasn't something fantastic, but it was okay. There's other things that I tried that I liked better, but we'll see when I get the bottle and do the review. We'll see what how it looks on it. So, but I do have number 1s on the list of something to do reviews on too. I've got a bunch of stuff. We're gonna do Pure Sangre. We're gonna do Don Pilar. We're gonna do number 1 is now one. We're gonna do I still need to do what other things? The Cascaween Extra Añejo is one that's on the list. I've got a bunch of stuff. Taranteo is another one that's on the list. I got a bunch of reviews I got to crank out. And then Anger Management sent me a couple bottles, so I'm going to review theirs as well, which is just recently released. I've got some mezcals. I even have some tequila I'm going to give away because they sent me some extra bottles. So you guys make sure you watch these reviews and make sure you comment. I may not even say it in the video. So, you know, comment on the videos and, you know, you never know, just for commenting on some video, I could say, hey, you were just randomly picked and I'm going to send you a free bottle of tequila. So make sure you comment and like the videos when I do the reviews. That's important. Even if I don't say in there that I'm giving something away, because I will randomly be selecting people to give tequila to. So because I do have some bottles, that extra bottles of stuff that people when they sent me their bottles review, they sent me extras to do something with. So I can't think of anything better to do than to give them to you guys. So it's important that every review video, go in and comment and say something, like it, and share it with your friends and get more people to like it and comment. All the Blanco is not created equal. El Tesoro Blanco and G4 Blanco is great with no adulterations. I would have never known, thanks to you. Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm glad that the channel helped you. That's the reason why I do it, is I want to make sure that people can learn the same way I learned and experience the same things that I experience, and develop a love and passion for the natural flavors of it versus the sugary. Because I'm not guilt-free in any of this. I started out like in Cavadoro and the syrupy sweet stuff, but it wasn't until I started learning about the unadulterated, good quality stuff that I ended up getting to the point now where when I taste something with additives, I can't drink it. I don't like it. It's like, no, this is not good. I don't want it. And I have to pour it down the drain or give it to somebody who likes the sweet stuff. So it's, I'm glad that this is helping you. I'm glad you're enjoying some good Blancos. People seem to always go for the añejos and extra añejos and stuff without getting into the Blancos. But like I said before, and many times before, the Blanco is the lifeblood. It's the soul of the tequila line. If you don't like the Blanco, you're not going to like anything else from that line, because that is the blood. That is the lifeline. That is the soul of the tequila. And you can't hide anything in a Blanco. Wood, covers up faults and stuff. So you can have a crummy Blanco and age it, and it'll get rid of some of the flaws. But it's still not going to be as good as one where you're starting with a good quality Blanco. And those of you that are in the group and have experienced all that stuff, you guys know what I'm talking about. Hope to one day I can be on your show in the future talking and drinking tequila. Cheers, Mark. Thanks for the price. You're welcome, JP. Maybe someday we could. You never know. We can. I was thinking about doing something where we bring viewers on and we just doing a sipping and talking thing where we just sip and talk and put you guys on the screen and we have a good time. That might be an interesting thing, but I don't know how many people will be interested in watching it. So that I have been in thinking of maybe doing something where we do tasting with the Hombre, where we do tequila tastings, where we'll pick a brand and a certain expression, or we can do all three expressions type of thing. And we just do a tequila tasting where we together taste it and talk about it and what we like and don't like and share our thoughts and stuff. And I can do some education on the brand as well and how they make it. And and we can even talk more about tasting and how to do that as well. So that might be something that we could do. We can add as a episode of the Tequila Hombre. All right, Kevin Fletcher took a chance on a bottle of Don Nacho Repo today. It's a little hot, but for the price, it's pretty good. Yeah, I have some Don Nacho Repo, and I don't mind it at all. It's not horrible. It's not fantastic, but I think I paid like $12.95 or something for them. So for the price, it's not bad as far as a budget brand goes. It's not something I want to visit a lot and sip a lot, but when I want something different, I can pull out a bottle and sip on it. It's not bad at all. I don't mind it. Kind of tequila related question. What do the distillers do with the pencas de maguey or the agave leaves after they're cut from the piñas? They do a bunch of different things with them. They sometimes compost them. Sometimes they turn them over to people that make stuff out of them. The local artists and stuff that make things with them, or companies that will grind them up and make straws or forks or stuff from it. It gets used. It normally gets used. So it's either, if it's not composted, ground up and put out in the fields as fertilizer, they use it for making stuff. everything from the agave gets used. It ends up getting used. So I wouldn't worry about that at all. Great idea regarding the online. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll do that. It's something that I think will be fun. Let me think about it and think about how we would execute that. I think it would be something that would be fun to do. You have a whiskey background. Do you have a separate collection? No, I don't. I have whiskey down in the pantry, but most of my whiskey's gone now. I gave it away, or I don't drink it anymore. So the only thing I use my whiskey for now is for soaking my wood in before I age a Blanco when I do home aging. I don't drink the whiskey anymore. So most of it I just gave it away. But I do have some in the pantry downstairs in the kitchen. So when I do have guests over, if they bourbon drinkers or whatever, I can pour them some bourbon. But I don't keep a separate collection. The whole bourbon thing now is a mess. So I don't even want to even deal with the prices that they're charging for bourbon these days. I know people are going crazy over things like $400, $500, $600 for a bottle of Pappy. I think it's crazy. I'm going to repair Denver Lightly glasses by the end of the week when I get paid. I've been so on the fence about them for a while, but you swear by it, so I'm on. Oh, nice. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. Yeah, they're the real deal. I think you'll notice a big difference in the glass, and I think you'll enjoy them as much as I do. Everybody that I know that's picked them up has said that they notice a big difference in them. So when you do get them, comment and let me know. Let me know what you think. Tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I always love to hear other people's thoughts. What's a good online store to order tequila from? California only. Oh, let me see. What's a good store to order from? Oh, I'm trying to think. What's a good store for you to order tequila from? I'll have to get back to you on that one. Shaman, thank you so much for the super chat. What has been your favorite Blanco wood combos for home aging tequila? Keep up the great work. I actually like what I do. What I've tried and I really like is creating my own personal winter blend. Yeah, I've done it and it turned out really good. So what I do is I'll use American oak for about the 15. I think you were the one that was doing it that messaged me. I don't know if it was you or not. The 15 grams of wood for each liter, right? So I'll do like a 2-liter aging, and I'll put like 30 grams of American oak in, and then what I do is I let that go for about 3-4 weeks, and then I pull it out, and then I drop French oak in and let that go for about 2 to 3 weeks. And it just develops this really beautiful French oak, American oak flavor profile. I call it my winter blend. I have several bottles that I keep up in my mystery closet that I will go and sip. It's so good. It's so good. And I normally pick like a good base tequila to use for it. So like I've used, I think the last thing I did was Cabeza, which is a really good Blanco. It's not made anymore, but they were blowing it out for $19 a bottle. So I bought a bunch of it. I've also done it with Azunia, the first generation Azunia, which for me is my favorite Azunia level that they've done. It comes in a blue glass bottle with agave etched in it. It's got a kind of a peppery flavor profile to it. Very different than the new Azunia stuff, but it's good. I do that, and El Mexicano is one I've done with too, which I really enjoy that. And you guys seen the video review of that. It's a really good budget brand. So that would be another budget brand that I would pick too. I do Sangre Alteña, and El Mexicano is a good one too. The same people, the Bemuelas family, the same people that originally made Cazadores before they sold it, make the El Mexicano brand. So it's good stuff. So I use a good base tequila, and when you age it right, it just comes out tasting so good. All right, so How would you rate Tromba Reposado here? Here, like a lot of nicer tequilas, is it quite? It is quite a lot. I haven't really dove into Tromba, so I can't tell you. If I do get some bottles coming in, I'll review them and let you know. But I haven't had a lot of experience with Tromba, so I don't know. I can't comment on that. But I'll get a review. I'll put it on the list of stuff to review, so you can see the review coming up of it. I tend to go more towards just the good stuff all the time. I mean, the good quality stuff. I'm I get brands that send me stuff, and so I give those guys priorities for the reviews, and then I try to buy stuff when I can to add more reviews and stuff. But I'm unemployed right now, and because of COVID, and so I'm just kind of trying to afford what I can. So I will I've got some other stuff I'll review. I'll put Tromba on the list, so when I can get some Tromba, I will. Okay. Hi Mark, just got home. I'll be watching. Okay, very good. Oh, thanks, Bernie. Good to see you. Thank you. You stopped by. You still, we still got ways to go. I'm sure we'll have more. I don't know if we're going to end exactly on time if people keep having good questions like this or not. So hang around. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, I found a bottle of Weller's bourbon, which is $40 retail, and a guy tried to sell me for $350. I like bourbon, but the market's crazy. Is that what you got out of it? Is that why I got out of it? No, I didn't get. I got out of it because I fell in love with tequila, and so now tequila is the only thing I drink. The only liquor I drink. I'm exclusively tequila. I mean, what good would it be to have the Tequila Hombre drinking bourbon? I mean, so I got out of it. I did, and I don't, I like the different expressions you can get from tequila. Where bourbon, you got bourbon. You have 25 year. You can have a 12 year. You can have an 8 year. It's just all wood and liquor. It's I like tequila because you can get the Blanco, you get the Repo, the Anejo, and they do, different flavor profiles. So, and I like the fact that agave based versus grain based, this is more paleo friendly and doesn't affect your blood sugar as much as bourbon does, and that type of stuff. So it's healthier. So I don't do bourbon anymore. That's the only thing good about Ohio. You get it for MSRP. Yeah, there you go. MSRP, because Ohio is a state-run liquor store. We still love Ohio. You couldn't buy beer and wine on Sundays either back when I was there. You always had to go to the state-run liquor stores to buy your booze, and the grocery stores had beer and wine, but on Sunday, if you try to go in the grocery store to buy beer or wine, sorry, they didn't sell it back then. I heard they changed it now, but back when I was there, you couldn't buy it on. All right, so we be adding Tapatio Excelencia to ferment still. As soon as it's back in stock, it's out of stock here in Southern California. So I've tried, but we don't have any in, and they didn't have any date as to when they're expecting more in. So when the next batch comes in, it will be added to the. And I keep bothering the distributor to let me know when it comes back in, but right now they don't have any, so unfortunately I can't get it. So if you see it on a shelf somewhere and want it, get it, because it's going to be all that there is until the next batch comes in, if there's another batch. I don't even know if there is one. So they didn't have an ETA. Normally they have an ETA. Yeah, exactly. The Tequila Hombre drinking bourbon. I mean, hey, that's the Tequila Hombre. Wait, what is he drinking? Oh, bourbon? What the hell? What is...
What the hell, man? I thought that guy was a tequila guy. Why is he drinking bourbon? What a traitor. I don't know why he's doing... And then I'm going to call the tequila police.
This is the tequila police. Put down the bourbon, hombre. You should know better than that. Come out, with your hands up and the bourbon on the table and get to drinking tequila, or we're gonna get crazy all over you with our nightsticks and our tasers. You know better than that, hombre. Stay away from bourbon. You're a tequila guy.
Be like, okay, all right. I don't want to deal with the tequila, please. All right, so tequila is supposed to be good for diabetics. Exactly. Can you comment on this? Any alcohol is okay for diabetics, because ethanol in itself doesn't increase blood sugar level. But what the whole tequila being healthy for you is it's a bunch of malarkey. It's a bunch of crap. They did a study where they were talking about agavins, which is stuff that's in agave, right? But when you distill agave, the agave nectar, the agave, the mosto, all the agavins are left in there. There's none that come into the spirit. So you're getting ethanol and water is what you're basically getting in the mix. So there's no health benefits to it. The only health benefit is that ethanol in itself does not increase your blood sugar. So it doesn't create an insulin response. So, if there's any residual sugars from that they pour back into it from the fermentation, then you could see a insulin spike. The only thing it does is it will, ethanol is instant energy for your body. So your body will convert the ethanol to energy first. And then anything else that you've eaten will then go into storage mode. So will store that versus using that for energy. So that's the downside with drinking alcohol, ethanol, is that your body sees it as instant energy. That's why you get drunk and you'll feel energetic and stuff, and then you'll crash because it is ethanol is a depressant as well. So it's kind of weird. It kind of plays with you, but your body does use that as energy first, and will take anything that you've eaten that's still processing and start converting that to fat instead. So that's the downside of ethanol. So that's why the health things with drinking stuff like tequila, you drink it in moderation. You don't want to drink a lot of it. Drink a little bit, and it'll thin your blood too. It's good for your heart, type of thing, because it can help with reducing cholesterol and stuff like that. But you only want like a small amount. When you start drinking multiple glasses of it in a night, say goodbye to any of the effects that it would have health wise. So I wouldn't really look at it as being a health drink at all. I would just enjoy it for the feeling you get from it, from the flavor. I drink too much sometimes, more than I should. But I also try to go out and exercise and then eat right when I'm eating my other meals. I'm trying to lose weight, so I want to get nice and slim for my trip to Mexico. Get rid of all this COVID quarantine weight that I gained, and go back to being skinnier and more active. So don't I would not think of consider tequila to be something that's healthy for you. That's just some marketing garbage that somebody put together where they said, oh well, this has got the agave's got agavins in it which do all this stuff, and yeah, if you eat just cooked agave, you'll get it. You'll get the health benefits of it, but also if you just eat cooked agave, you also get really bad diarrhea.
Ew, gross.
Yeah, and it will make your stomach upset, and it's pure fructose, so it will jack up your blood sugar level like crazy too. So even like agave nectar, they're like, oh, it's not as good as people say it is or think it is. It will still jack with your blood sugar if you consume a lot of it. But it is better than high fructose corn syrup, and it's better than table sugar. So it's a good alternative. Honey is another one. They still see moderate insulin spikes from it, but it's a better option than using sugar or high fructose corn syrup, which they put in a lot of the sweetened stuff. All right, so there you go. I went off this path on all the health stuff, which I normally try not to do, but because it's kind of depressing at times. Where if you want to think that tequila is healthy and it's good for diabetics and so on, then go ahead and enjoy it and think that. But your doctor will tell you otherwise. But ethanol in itself has shown that it does not spike insulin levels, so you don't have to worry about it in spiking insulin levels or causing diabetic problems. But it will it can add to increased waistline, which doesn't help with the whole blood sugar diabetic thing too, because your doctor wants you to eat right, cut down on sweets, exercise is a key thing for keeping diabetes under control, and watching your blood sugar level. Patron Extra Anejo, 7 years worth the price. No. Patron's overpriced as it is because, well, it's a luxury tequila, so we have to charge luxury prices for it. I don't think anything Patron is worth the price. It's not bad stuff, but it's more expensive than it should be. So I would say no. Other great things that you can get, extra añejos that are a fraction of the price that I think are better. How do you think of Landed in Milagro Repo? I'm quite new to tequila. I myself am used to Scotch and bourbon. Oh, nice. I'm not a Milagro person. It's a budget meh line. I mean, it's okay if if that's what you want. Milagro's, something you see a lot in the stores. It's not that good. It's not that good. You won't see bottles of Milagro in here. The only one you might see is the one with the cactus in the bottle because it's a cool bottle. I have that here somewhere, but I haven't drank it because I've had Milagro before, the Blanco and the Repo and the Anejo, and it's just meh for me. It's not good. Other things on the shelf that are better, go to my channel, watch my reviews. I even talk about the pricing on them. Find something in there that's in a price area that you want to look for that I gave a good review to, and try that. And then you can move away from these Milagro and Altos and Espolón that you see on the shelves everywhere that people rant and rave about or love. They're all good for budget stuff, but would you see me sitting here sipping on an Espolón? No. Nope. I mean, it's if I had nothing else to buy, all the shelves were empty, and I went to the shelf and all the store, and all they had was Cuervo, Cazadores, all this stuff, and Espolón. Yeah, I'd buy the Espolón. Yeah. But is it something I'll actively keep on the shelf and sip and drink or use as a mixer? No, I'd rather use Altasor as a mixer. I like Altasor better, and I think it makes better cocktails. So there you go. I just got Tears of Llorona. I think it's a little strong, but the aftertaste was really good and long lasting. Yeah, well, Tears of Llorona, you're getting Tears of Llorona is a very good extra añejo, but you're getting you're getting Scotch, you're getting sherry, and you're getting brandy influences in it. So it's good, and for $200 plus, it's a good one to have. I have a bottle on my shelf. I don't drink it that often because I don't want to have to go out and buy another one for $219. If I had to choose between that and Excelencia, I would pick the Excelencia because it's $135, and I think it's better because it's just wood. It's just aging and beautiful agave, and it's great. It doesn't have the sherry, the Scotch, and the brandy all mixed in it too. So yeah, is Tears of Llorona good, and should people try it? If you have never tried it, try it. It's good. It's worth the try. It's worth the experience. Is it something I say you should stock on your shelf all the time and drink a lots of? Not for $219, no, or $200 plus. I would rather go with Excelencia or other extra añejos out there. Even Paradiso is very good, or the El Tesoro extra añejo, very good. And that was $99 now. El Tesoro, the Paradiso, you can find for $130. It's going up in price. The extra añejo, the regular extra añejo, and the Paradiso are going up dramatically when the price increase hits for El Tesoro. So, how can I sign up for the club to get barrel picks? Can you get barrel picks through Ferment and Still? Yeah, you can buy them through Ferment and Still. We have the Ray Sol on there right now. The 10-year extra añejos on there. There are Ferment and Still is our official store. But if you want to get in, because a lot of times I take reservations so if things sell out, people actually have it all reserved before you can buy it on Ferment and Still. So just go to tequilabarrelcollective.com and sign up on the email list. And then I send up updates and ideas and things that we're looking at doing, and people respond, and I'll ask for you to respond and tell me if you want it and how much, so I get an idea of how much we need. And then also, if it's a small batch one, I can make sure we don't oversell it and that everybody that wants one gets one. So, yeah, just go to tequilabarrelcollective.com and sign up. One more. How about Nuda Añejo? I haven't had Nuda yet, so I'll do reviews of them when I get them. Okay. Somebody asked about that earlier. It's got a really neat bottle with a nice naked woman on it. But I haven't tried the tequila yet. But when I do, I will post a review for you guys. Okay, so you'll know about the whole Nuda line. All right. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Good. Abel, how are you? Have you tried Siembra Valle's Ancestral Tequila Blanco? Yes. How does it compare to La Luna Tequiliana? It's different. It's different. Yeah. It's good. I mean, I like it, but it's more, towards a mezcal, where the La Luna is more true to the mezcal side of things. So, it's different. Buy them both and try them side by side. You'll see it's different. Don't compare them. They're different. Two different things. All right, you guys, it is 8 minutes after 5. I think we're about done with this Q&A. Thank you so much for all the great questions. You guys are awesome. And we will, I'm working on somebody for Wednesday for happy hour with the Hombre. I'm hoping I can get a response from them. If so, then you'll see me post information on that, and you'll see it posted on Facebook. Or I'm sorry, on YouTube. If I don't get confirmation from them, then we'll probably skip it this week and try to shoot for next week. So, but look for it. Happy hour with the Hombre on Wednesday if I can get it to happen. Okay. Thanks, Don. I think it was a great session too. I think we shared some good information, answered some good questions. You guys had some great questions. And I have some more tequilas to add from my review list, which I'll try to get done for you guys, so you guys can know about them. And then as well as some new brands that come in that people are sending me bottles for to try. I will add those reviews on as well, so you guys can learn about those as well. Real quick, Hombre, when do you anticipate getting more Don Fulano 100? Are we out? I'll have to look. If we're out, I can try. I can see if we can get more. The Don Fulano Fuerte. I'll look. I didn't know it was out of stock on the site. I'll have to look and see if I can check with the distributor and see if it's come in. I think they were out of stock for a little while and didn't have an estimation on when more was coming in. Actually, you don't know. That's sorry. It's they changed distributors. Yeah. Last time I heard, they had no idea when more was coming in. So I will check again with the new distributor and see if they're being distributed by is it Don Fulano? Yeah, Downfall. They're being distributed by Gallo now, Gallo Wines. So I'll find out from them whether more's come in. If it has, we'll add it to the site. So yeah, it's sold out. Yeah, all right. I'll check. I'll see if I can get it. If I can, we'll put it up. They were sold out at the distributor. That's why it's was sold out on the thing. Once we got through the last bottle, I couldn't order any more. So we'll check with the distributor and see if they've gotten any more in. All right, you guys, thanks so much. It was great Q&A session. Thanks for the great questions. Hopefully I answered your question for you, and the ones that I didn't, I'll work on getting the answer for, like for reviews for Nuda and stuff like that, and Tromba, and as well as others. All right, and look for Happy Hour with the Hombre on Wednesday. If I can get this guest solidified, it'll be a great one. You guys will really enjoy it. And until next time, we'll see you later. I wish I had some tequila I was sipping on now, but I don't, because I have some things I need to do today. But like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. Salute you guys.